Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you my Gymshark collection and also giving you a review on the pieces that I have from Gymshark. I definitely have some varied opinions on the pieces that I have from Gymshark, and I've had most of these for close to 6 months now, so I'm very excited to let you guys know my thoughts. As always, if you are new to my channel, I'd love it if you did subscribe. I upload a new video every single week. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this piece here. This is the Energy Seamless Sports Bra in taupe. I have this in a size small, and although this particular colour is not available on the website at the moment, this style of sports bra costs $55, which I believe is Australian. This is their old style of sports bra. They have since redesigned them. I do have one of the newer versions to show you, which I'll get to later. But this one has the 4 straps on the back, just the one on each side on the front. All of the sports bras come with removable padding, by the way, so you can have it in or not have it in, whatever you prefer. Personally, I do really like these sports bras. I do find them very supportive. Normally, I'm very much an underwire kind of girl, and if it doesn't have underwire, then it's not supportive. But because these are quite tight and fitted, they do offer a lot of support even without the underwire. So I know a lot of people find underwire very uncomfortable, so I think that this is a good mixture of still being supportive but without the discomfort of an underwire. I do find for actually working out at the gym, the cut is a little bit low for me to just wear this on its own, so I would normally put a t-shirt or a singlet over top, but I know most people don't wear just a sports bra on its own anyway. That is very much a thing that you see on Instagram and YouTube, but it's not a real life thing. So most people, I think, would be very happy with the cut of this because most people would just put something over top. I'm only going to speak for quality once because it's the same for all of these pieces. They've all been washed, once or twice a week for the last 6 months, and they're in great condition. So I have nothing bad to say about the actual quality of the materials and how they hold up when they've been worn and washed. Right, the matching leggings that go with that sports bra, these are the Energy Seamless High-Waisted Cropped Leggings, also in taupe. And once again, this is the old design. Again, I have these in a size small, and these are $60, and they are actually still available on the website as I'm filming this. So I know a lot of people had an issue with the height of the waistband on the old design, which is these ones. I don't mind it too much. Sometimes I will roll them over, but they do a great job at sucking you in and kind of controlling your belly area, so I don't mind that too much. Although I do find if I'm doing something that involves bending over in the gym, like deadlifts for example, they do tend to roll over a bit. Like I said, these are the cropped versions, so they're not full length, they're kind of about 3/4, although on me or other short people, they're pretty close to full length. I think the cropped are not so much for people that want 3/4 leggings, but more for shorter people that want to have it look more like a full length legging but without it bunching up at the ankles. So some of the lighter shades of the leggings, like these ones, do actually have like a knicker thing inside them, which I know a lot of people don't like and a lot of people cut it out. It does help make them a little bit more squat proof, so I have left it in. I don't find it uncomfortable at all. But while we are here, let's talk about squat proof. These leggings are not squat proof. They're quite close, you can't see a lot through them, and I don't mind too much because no one's really looking at you when you're at the gym anyway, or so I like to think. But they're not completely squat proof, so if that's something you're worried about, I would say Gymshark is not the place for you to begin with. And let's talk about one other negative since we're here. I feel like a lot of the videos that you see on YouTube or the people on Instagram that you see wearing Gymshark clothing, those are all people that are Gymshark athletes, so they are either sponsored by Gymshark to say whatever, or they're sent on trips by Gymshark, or they're sent the products in the first place. So I feel like they have a little bit of a bias. But let's talk about this crotch area that no one seems to mention. There is this really weird seam line across the crotch area, and it gives you, well, I don't know about other people, but it gives me the most awkward camel toe, and it's not even camel toe because it doesn't follow the shape of my body. It's just like awkward creases that look like I have camel toe, and it's just because of the way the seam goes. Most leggings have a seam down the middle, and it just means that you don't really get camel toe, but because this one goes like around, it looks really awkward. Generally, as long as I keep moving, you can't see it that much, or if I have to stand still, if I stand with my legs apart, then you can't see it. But if I just stand with my legs together, then it looks really bad. Obviously I still wear the leggings because I paid a lot of money for them, and most of the time I'm not just standing still. If I'm in my workout gear, I am working out, so it doesn't matter too much. But it's just like you see all of these pictures of people on Instagram wearing Gymshark leggings and they make it look so pretty, and they don't have a bad camel toe. But I think if you wear them in real life and if you don't take 100 pictures just to find one nice one, then I think you may have an issue with that. Next up is the Energy Seamless Crop Vest. This is in the shade Sky Blue. I have this in a size small. This is $60 on the Gymshark website, and it is still available. Right, so this one I really like. The height of this one has much better coverage than the first one we talked about. So if I wasn't able to put a shirt over the top, I would feel more comfortable in the blue one in terms of wearing it on its own to the gym. However, I still don't, because it kind of has a downside. Even though it has more coverage at the front, it has less coverage at the sides. So I get a little bit of side boob in this one, which again is fine as long as I'm wearing a top over it. It's perfectly comfortable, so the side boob is not like affecting my workout in any way, but it's just something to keep in mind. I wish they would just have a little bit more material. Again, this one is nice and supportive because it is tight and it has this thicker band underneath the bust. So this one is super comfortable to wear, and then it's quite cute on the back. It has these 3 crisscrossing straps. I would say this for me is probably the most comfortable out of the sports bras that I have, because the strap at the top is quite thick as opposed to these little kind of spaghetti straps that the other ones have. So I feel nice and comfortable and supported when I wear this one. So aside from that side boob situation, I don't actually have any other negatives, which is great because for $60 you'd expect it to be a bloody good bra. And the matching leggings for those, of course, are the Energy Seamless high-waisted leggings in Sky Blue. So these I actually have in the full-length version, and I actually picked these up in a size medium. These are $90 and they are still available on the website. So the reason I picked these up in a medium, it was my first time ordering from Gymshark and I wasn't completely sure about how their sizing was going to work. So I picked up the taupe set in small and the Sky Blue, just the leggings, in a medium. The top I still picked up in a small because I was fairly sure that would fit, but I was a bit worried about the leggings, so I picked up one in each size. And that is one of the really good things about the Energy Seamless actually, is that they are so stretchy, it doesn't actually matter too much which size you get. I know there are some videos on YouTube where people try every single size and can actually get them all to work. I would say, you know, if you're a small person, probably don't go for the extra large, and if you're quite large, probably don't go for the extra small. But in general, I think you can go like one size either way and have it be fine. These fit me fine. They fit me pretty much exactly the same as the small ones, which I think is great because if you're like in between sizes, or like me, you're just not sure which one you're going to be because it's your first time ordering, it just means you don't have to worry about it as much. If I put them right on top of each other, that is the difference in sizing. So it's only about a centimeter at the top for the waistband. Once again, these are the old style, so the newer versions don't look exactly the same as this. So like I said, for the taupe ones, these still have the really thick waistband, which they've now changed. Even though these are the full length version, and they do, I guess, bunch up a little bit on my ankles, I don't find that it's too bad. There's not so much excess material. I think it is because they're just so stretchy. I can kind of hike them up a bit and it doesn't look like there's so much at the bottom. In terms of downsides, these ones are exactly the same as the taupe ones because they're from the same line. So the camel toe does exactly the same thing. I find it really awkward, really bad. I have to stand and move in particular ways so that it's not too noticeable. Squat proof, these are not squat proof, and these ones don't have the knickers inside them. So these ones are probably the worst in terms of squat proof because they are quite a light color, but they don't have another layer underneath. Oh, another thing to mention, and this goes for all of the leggings actually, is you have to wear really seam-free underwear. Like a lot of my undies have a little bow on the front and you can see that through these. I don't really care too much, and again, because I normally wear a top over them, it kind of covers it up, but I definitely would always wear a thong with these because if I don't, you're gonna see the line. But on the plus side, these are super comfortable. You've got full range of movement, and that's the same for these ones. Even though they're not squat proof, you can squat in them and they will stretch to do whatever you want to do. So as long as you, I guess, pretend that no one's looking at you at the gym, they are super comfortable. Alright, the next set that I have is actually from the newer design. So let's start with the top. So this is the Energy Plus Seamless Sports Bra in the shade Steel Blue. Once again, I do have this in a size small. This is $55 and it is available on the website as I'm filming. So the design of this is a little bit different from the old version. As you can see, the newer version has the crisscross on top of the bust, which the old version didn't have. And then the straps on the back are a little bit different as well. And the newer version also has 2 straps on each side as opposed to the 1 on the old version. The band around the bust is a little bit thinner on the new version, and there's also a little bit of ruching down the middle. So there are a few differences between the 2 styles, but I think they still perform very similarly. It's still nice and tight and holds you in, so I find it still very supportive. I really like the extra details of the crisscross on the front, even though I normally cover it up with a top because I still find it a little bit low for my liking. But I tend to wear one of my singlets which are quite sheer, so you can still see it peeking through a little bit. I would say the only thing that I don't really like about these sports bras, and it's actually the same for the taupe one in the old design, I do find the straps dig into my shoulders a little bit. They are adjustable. However, I don't want to loosen them because then I know I'll lose some of the support. I don't really know what the solution is. Like I said, I find this a little bit more comfortable with the thicker straps. I don't think it's a fault of the sports bra. I don't think there's any way you could do thin straps without that happening. It's not too uncomfortable. Like, I can happily wear these for a couple of hours and it's not a problem at all, but it's just like I wouldn't wear this all day because my shoulders would start to get a little bit sore. And then of course the matching leggings. So these are the Energy Plus Seamless cropped leggings in Steel Blue. Once again, I have these in a size small. These are $85 and still available on the website. Again, these are the new design, so let's compare it to the old design. So as you can see, they have made the waistband a little bit shorter. I've lined these both up at the bottom of the waistband. So it's actually about 2 centimeters difference. So for all the people complaining that the old design's waistband was too tall, they have now changed that. And if I line them up again at the bottom of the waistband, they have also made the length a little bit shorter for the cropped version. Once again, that's about 2 centimeters difference. I mean, they've also done some rearranging of where the dots go and where the lines go. That's not so much of a big deal for me. I still find these super comfortable, super stretchy. I can do whatever kind of a workout I want in these. These ones are a little bit better at being squat proof just because they are a darker color. I would still say they're not 100% squat proof, but again, it doesn't bother me when I'm at the gym. Exact same issues with the crotch area. They still have that really funny seam. It just bunches up in a really awkward way and it doesn't look good at all. I'm going to stop talking about it now because you get the point. I've mentioned it 3 times already. The only thing that I have to say with the contouring, they do have this little contouring line which is meant to be just under your butt. For me, and I'm not the only one because I have heard other people talk about this, it actually falls a little bit too low. I'll show you when I put them on where that line actually is on me and where it should be on me, because it should be like directly under your butt, but this one falls a couple of centimeters too low, so it doesn't work as a contour line. But aside from that, like, I do really like these leggings. I love the colors of all of them. They still suck you in really nicely because of the nice thick band. But even though I do like them, I would still say in terms of the price, you would expect them to be squat proof and you would expect them to not give you camel toe. So it's a little disappointing that they do have those downsides. So far we've only talked about Energy Seamless, so we're finally getting on to some stuff from different lines. So this one is from the Vital Seamless range. This is the sports bra in Blush Nude Marl. Again, size small. This one is $45 and still available on the website. Okay, this one is one of the most comfortable sports bras, again because it has the thicker straps. It does have a slightly higher neckline which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. However, it doesn't have a really thick band down the bottom, so I again would not wear this on its own. It does have a racer back instead of a few straps, which I think is not as visually appealing, but again, like, I'm not wearing it on its own, so it doesn't really matter. Although this is one of the more comfortable sports bras, it's not the most supportive. It's not as tight as any of the others that I mentioned, I guess because it's just from a different range. So the band is not as tight, the actual bust area is not as tight, which is what makes it comfortable, but it's also what makes it not supportive. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much to me because I have all but stopped doing cardio now. I really dislike cardio, so now when I go to the gym I'm pretty much only doing weights. I do cardio once in a blue moon when I feel like it, which is almost never. I have actually worn this to do cardio about 2 or 3 times and it's fine, it just doesn't feel as comfortable like running on a treadmill as it would wearing one of the other ones. I mean, it's nothing to worry about. If I was planning on doing cardio, I would wear something different. But if I'm at the gym and I feel like doing cardio and I happen to be wearing this, I will still do cardio and it's not that much of an issue. And then we have the Vital Seamless leggings. These are in Indigo Mile. Once again, size small. These are $80 and still available on the website. These are my favorite leggings from Gymshark. Okay, I'm just going to talk about this first because it's such a big deal. These don't have the same crotch problem that the Energy Seamless ones do. Even though they still have that funny shape to them, for some reason they don't do it. This might be a pro or a con depending how you look at it. These are not as stretchy as the other leggings. I do find these a little bit difficult to get on. They're kind of like compression leggings. I've never tried true compression leggings, but this is what I imagine they would feel like. So I do struggle to get them on, but once they are on, they fit absolutely perfectly. They are super comfortable. They look really flattering. Like, these are the most flattering leggings, more flattering than the Energy Seamless. So they're still high-waisted. They have a nice big band up the top that sucks you in. They still have their little contour detailing, which looks really nice and flattering. Again, they have the little contour dots under the butt. These ones are full length, but they don't bunch up on me at all. And these ones are probably also the closest to being completely squat proof. Once again, because they are so tight, I would say wear seamless underwear. Don't have a little bow on the front of your underwear unless, like me, you're going to cover it up with a shirt. But yeah, these are definitely my favorite pair of leggings, even though these ones take me, 10 seconds to get into, and these ones probably take me about 2 or 3 minutes. I think it's worth it because of the fit, the look, the comfort, everything about these I think is just better. If I were to get another pair of Gymshark leggings, which I may or may not because I feel like I have enough now and they're very expensive, but if I were to get another pair, it would be another pair from this range. Next up, we have the Seamless Bralette. So this is actually not necessarily a workout piece. I have this in a small, obviously it's black. This is $30 and still available on the website. Okay, so the reason I got this is because I was watching someone's video and it was like a normal person, like not a Gymshark athlete, and she was saying how comfortable these bras are and that she just wears them all day, every day, nothing to do with working out. They're just so comfortable that she wears them all the time. And I was like, that sounds amazing, I'm gonna get one. But I actually find that the straps on these dig into my shoulders so much, like worse than the other bras that I mentioned. These ones are so bad. I find it so uncomfortable. I can wear it for, an hour or two. I can wear it to the gym and that's fine. But as soon as I get home, like, I need to get changed because this is digging in. So on the back, the straps crisscross, which is why it's being really annoying and making it hard to show. But you can unhook them and have them go straight down like a regular bra, which does make the straps less uncomfortable for me. But if I do that, then I lose all of the support. And again, this doesn't have underwire, and really I need underwire or a lot of support, especially when I'm working out. So I have to have them crisscrossed if I'm working out. And if I'm not working out, then I'm not wearing this because it's uncomfortable. This is actually the one bra that does not come with padding. Everything else has removable padding, but this one doesn't even come with it. I know most people take it out anyway, but just to let you know. Aside from the straps, I do actually really like the support that this one gives you, as long as the straps are crossed. A nice thick band under the bust again. There's also ruching in the middle. This one has a V front, so this one is definitely too low for me to wear on its own to the gym, but it does hold you in place. You're not going to have a boob falling out. So I do wear this from time to time, but it's not my go-to. And then last of all, we have the Fit bottoms in black. These are actually not available on the website anymore. I don't think they do the style at all. I did buy these about 6 months ago. I have them in a size small, and honestly these are so comfortable. I wish they still did them. These are probably one of the things that I would actually repurchase in like a different color. So they're basically super comfy, loose fitting track pants. They have an elasticated band at the top and a little tie that you can do up, a pocket on each side with a zip, which, I mean, how many women's clothing items do you have that have a pocket with a zip? 2 pockets with zips. And then they're super nice and loose until you get to the bottom. There's a tighter band at the bottom, which I prefer because it means that they're not going to ride up. I do find these quite warm, so I've not been wearing them so much recently because we're in the middle of summer right now. But I did buy these in winter and I wore them pretty much every weekend day. We went on a little family trip and I literally took 2 pairs of pants, these and a pair of jeans. So I would wear these lounging around the house day in, day out. They're also great for gymming. I think when it's a little bit colder, they're so comfortable to work out in. They literally don't grip you anywhere. Oh, Yes, this is what I wore when I was on my period in the middle of winter. Because when I'm on my period, I get so bloated, and leggings, anything tight, is so uncomfortable for me. So these are perfect. And guess what? These are squat proof because they're black and they're thick material and they're not leggings. I'm sorry to rave about these so much now that they're not available anymore, but they do have other track pants on their website that look quite similar, so I would say they're probably just as good. Alrighty guys, that is everything that I own from Gymshark and my thoughts on everything that I own from Gymshark. I would love to know if you have Gymshark items and what you think of them. Do you agree with me about the crotch problem, or is that just me? Anyway, I really hope you found this video helpful, and hopefully it let you know what to buy or what not to buy from Gymshark. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!